all time.
The reach, how on earth?
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
This is one of my favorite venues. Get the right fight, you got a night of fun.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That jab misses. And he scores with the counter. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Oh, and the grand champion might go down. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's a counter shot. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Catch and shoot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Chavez. Here we go, it's round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nope, that hook won't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Good counter punching. This is a high-octane battle. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
Oh man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him out of here.
Punch, counter punch. A perfect count. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. Well, let's get it started in round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Do you believe this? And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Well done with that counter shot. You don't want to trade shots. They exchange punches. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter shot. That hook was off target. The perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. That was almost a... There's the bell for round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Nice counter. Good defense blocking that right uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They both want the knockout. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. That counter shot lands. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. I promise you, all three back into the fray here in round 5. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's all offense all the time. The straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. Missing with the hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter punch. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. Talk about a what? And there's the bell to start round 6. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. And he scores with the counter. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
The jab doesn't quite connect. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Good counter punching. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Counter punching. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Chavez in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious. There's the bell to start round 7. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, this won't sit well with their opponent. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. That will do it. They want no more. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.